This is my Ferrari 812 Superfast. Now this Ferrari crashed in California when it slammed into a parked Kia.
Creed actor Michael B. Jordan wrecks his $400,000 Ferrari.
Luckily the driver and the passenger had no serious injuries.
When he appears to lose control and then slams into a parked car.
Now upon impact, the airbag was deployed, the windshield was destroyed, and the dashboard was obliterated. New dashboard, over $11,000. New airbag, $3,000. New windshield, excess of $5,000. I have searched every single day for the last year trying to find a new dashboard for an 812 Superfast. It doesn't exist. I have searched for a new dashboard for this Ferrari 812 every single day. I have searched eBay every single day for the last year, nothing. I've gone on Google. I've searched every single website I could possibly find for used Ferrari parts. I've even tried Facebook Marketplace. I've considered buying a parted out Ferrari 812. That doesn't exist either. I could buy a new dashboard from Ferrari. Wait time is 20 to 24 weeks, around $11,000, $9,700 for the new dashboard, but I also need the substructure for an additional $1,200. I don't know what to do. But then, the Holy Grail, I found it. An 812 dashboard. Oh wait, it's right-hand drive. Never mind. We found one, boys. We got a new dashboard, a repaired dashboard. The old dashboard has been fixed. When I bought this 812, had I known this would be such a disaster, honestly, I probably wouldn't have bought the car, but finally, from Pennsylvania, not from Italy, where do we open this? Right here, maybe in the grass? I'm usually not nervous opening something up, but this thing has caused so much anxiety, so much stress in my life. I've been searching high and low for this thing, and I kind of sort of gave up finding a new one. This is repaired, basically better than new. And yes, I am unboxing a dashboard in my front yard. If the sprinklers went off, they're not gonna go, no, they're not gonna go off. No. They're on a schedule. They don't go off at 3 p.m. in the middle of the afternoon. I know it seems pretty ridiculous to be this excited for a dashboard, but this is the final piece we need to get the 812 back together. Let's get to work. I'm so excited to have this dashboard back from the dead. Shout out to the homie Brandon at Renovair who did the repair. She is as good as new. The interior on this car is a mess, so I have the door card plugged in, not installed, so we're gonna ignition on. And then I gotta blindly find the button. I think I got it right there. And the rear deck lid should pop right on open. So we're gonna work from here toward there. These carbon pieces here, if you remember, go basically like so. Installing these interior components can be pretty fun. There is an order of operations to it though, however, and if you get that order of operations wrong, then you gotta do your work for multiple times until you get it quite right. So all these interior foam components, it's been a while since I've done this, but luckily, all the older videos are gonna come in clutch. I think that's pretty much there. And then this piece kind of clips in, yes sir. The number of times I have had to remove and reinstall this driver's seat, I'm hoping this is the last time. One driver's seat fully removed, and that's because we have received a very special package from L&D Solutions. Of course, when the 812 was in the accident, the seatbelts got locked out, and the boys at L&D Solutions have solved that issue. Check this out. We got the seatbelts here fixed and rebuilt and ready for installation. We got the driver and the passenger seatbelts, so we're gonna reinstall these. We're gonna pop the trunk, and on the passenger side, back there is the battery. We're gonna disconnect that. The fact that I pulled apart this interior a year ago makes it so much more daunting to put this thing back together. I don't remember anything. All right, this little guide piece. For some reason, I figured installing the seatbelt would be difficult, but this could not be any easier. We have this orange little safety thing. We're gonna plug this right there. We gotta mount this into the seatbelt to the actual passenger seat, but for now, check this out. Passenger seat, L&D Solutions, coming in clutch. This piece right here is disgusting. This is what a year of dust will do to red Italian leather. It's so gross. Utah is definitely one of the dustiest states. If I ever did this again, I'd probably take all this stuff inside. As if it was never covered in dust. It looks brand spanking new. As far as summarizing what we did yesterday, pretty much the entire rear of the interior has been put back together. You can even see the list of options on this 812. You have the emergency pull here for the gas filler cap. I am missing the weather stripping. We're gonna install that momentarily. It is really coming back to life. Now we got a lot more to sort out on the 812. Do we wrap the car? Do we paint the car? What color do we do? As soon as this video drops on my Vero, I am posting 4 renders, 4 different color options, and I want you guys to go in there and I want you guys to vote. There's a link in the description below. You can download Vero for free. Give me a follow. My username is @TheStradman. And then wheel style, wheel finish. I'm gonna be posting 3 photos of Rohana wheels, and I want you guys to go on and I want you guys to vote. The photo that gets the most likes is the wheel option we're gonna choose for the 812. Now the interior, we're gonna hold off on that for a little bit. Last thing I want is some like Mickey Mouse spec. You got like a red exterior with a yellow interior and purple wheels. So we're gonna wait to decide the interior until after the exterior and the wheel choice has been selected only on Vero. As soon as this video drops, I'm posting all those photos and I want you guys to go in there and I want you guys to vote. I also want to address the controversy when it came to the Temerario spec here on Vero. I said whichever photo got more likes and more comments would be my Temerario spec. So we had the Blue Glocko and the Oro Elios. Now Oro Elios got more likes, Blue Glocko got more comments and a lot of likes, and the grand total of likes and comments, Blue Glocko did win, even though Oro Elios got more likes. I never imagined the voting would be that close. I didn't think comments would be the deciding factor, and so I apologize for that. However, I did say likes and comments, so Blue Glocko did win. However, on the 812 vote, we're going based off of likes. Now, I want to thank Vero for sponsoring today's video. To reiterate, as soon as this video drops, 7 photos going live on my Vero, 4 exterior photos, 3 wheel photos. Go on there, go vote. Check out the link in the description below, and join me on Vero. I've said this a couple times. I pulled this dashboard out almost over a year ago, actually. It's been over a year, so putting it back together. Also, I want to apologize. This build has taken a long time, and I realize that. It's the first time I've ever done anything quite like this. There's no instruction manual. I'm just kind of learning as I'm going, so I do apologize, but we're getting there. If my memory serves me correct, I believe the instrument cluster actually has to be fully removed for the dashboard to be fully installed. So we got to unplug all these different wiring harnesses, pull off the display, and then the dashboard should sit right in, and then this can plug right on in. So all 5 wiring harnesses have been fully removed, and this thing should just pop right on out. I already know this scene is gonna be a bit ugly. The dashboard is awkward in size, and it's just me and you guys, and once again, per usual, you guys, you ain't doing much to help, that's for sure. I'm gonna try to go around the passenger side because obviously most of the weight is on the passenger. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'm really glad there's not a windshield though. I'm in a precarious spot right now, and I think I need to pull off the steering wheel. So we're gonna try this again. I knew the steering wheel should come off, but I was getting lazy. I really hope it doesn't rain right now because the car is currently inoperable. I know you guys are thinking it was sunny 14 seconds ago. Yeah, welcome to spring in Utah. The rain clouds are on the horizon. Luckily, this is not the first time I've taken off this steering wheel. It's crazy how much better you get on stuff when you do it multiple times. This should give us the clearance, pass it through the windshield and down. Come on. Dashboard is back on the 812. Kind of, sort of. Looks pretty good. That's properly sick. Interiors, it's so uncomfortable. You have to be like a contortionist. I am way too old for this. Stop recording. Well, this here is the passenger airbag that got completely obliterated. This is completely dunzos. And of course, we have the brand new passenger airbag. Airbags are such a fortune. It's actually pretty wild to think The fact that there was a passenger in this car cost me probably an extra $20,000. The dashboard was $11,000. The passenger airbag is a couple $1,000. The windshield got destroyed as well. That's probably what, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And then the whole passenger side airbag and the passenger door panel also got obliterated. We're in excess of $20,000 because there was a passenger. Wild. The brand new passenger airbag. We got shoes off because this interior is looking so fresh. I don't want to get my footprints everywhere. All right. Well, unfortunately, the dashboard has got to come out. As much as I hate to say that, I can't get one of the nuts for the airbag to mount it to the dash. So we got to pull the whole thing out of it, mount the airbag to the dashboard, and then install the dashboard. Now, I was told to install the dashboard first and then the airbag. Obviously, that was the wrong advice. We got to pull the entire dashboard. So the instrument cluster, the steering wheel, everything we've done, basically, we got to reverse all of it. I guess you could say the silver lining in all this, I've done it a number of times. Might as well do it one more time. If anybody watching this crashes your Ferrari 812, call me. I can be your technician. I couldn't imagine doing this with a windshield in place, but the dashboard has been fully removed. You see the airbag right there. I gotta mount it up properly. I will say though, it's a great forearm workout. And yes, I still got no shoes on. This is much easier than it was when it was on the car. I hate that I had to do it, but I really had no choice. There she goes. Oh, this is so awkward. Okay, through the windshield, back through. This wiring harness has got to get plugged in somehow. The number of times I've crawled in and out of this car, inverted myself upside down, only to realize that I forgot a tool is too many times to count. But this time, I got all the tools I could ever need. Just requires a lot of persuasion, you know what I'm saying? I might not be the best at working on cars. You can't fault me for at least giving it my best shot. If I installed the glove box correctly, it should close. I feel like this piece here is one of the more exciting pieces to install because all it is a handful of clips, clip on place. Well, before we install the passenger seat and the driver's seat, we gotta vacuum up all this dust, all this garbage. We got the MetroVac Super Vac and Blaster 4+4 horsepower. Well, we have just a couple steps left to the finish line. Passenger seat is officially going on in. So this little plastic piece here on the side pops right off, and then the seat belt is actually gonna mount in right there. There's not a lot of space, but just enough to tighten this baby down. To make installing the driver's seat a little bit easier, I'm gonna remove the steering wheel. It's gonna give me a lot more clearance and just make life easier. And this should give me the clearance that I need. All right. And of course, the wiring harnesses are underneath the seat, which is always awkward. It's all right. That should give us power seats, baby. Now we just gotta mount it in place. Oh, seat belt. We gotta mount the seat belt first. Life is definitely getting better for the 812 Superfast. Installing this steering wheel is gonna be so much easier. We even have the steering wheel tilt control. Drop that baby down. The shelves over here, we are losing parts on parts. Here is the new driver airbag. Here's the old one you can see got completely obliterated. Let's dust this one off. And let's pop her in. Well, final step, the driver airbag should just click. No? Making a lot of ruckus. Okay, there we go. And there we go. That looks so crazy good. Let's ignition on. 812 is coming back to life. Well, the driver door card is fully installed, and two of our final pieces, so this little tray kind of slides in like so, and then clips down in and in. Perfect. This cover piece just clips in like that. Now, next thing up, I'm gonna try to remove the passenger mirror. Reversing the car right now, the backup camera is disconnected. It's kind of sort of a pain. We got the driver mirror, we do not have the passenger. This car is so wide that fitting in between the bin pack, you got maybe 1.5 inches on both sides. If we can get a passenger mirror, life is gonna be a lot better. And as simple as that, we now just have the elusive wiring harness. And if calculations serve me correct, this should just pop right out. Now there shall be no judgment in the comments about the state of my garage. We're doing the Batcave, which, by the way, another update coming very, very soon. It looks incredible. But I got the new mirror in probably the most precarious situation. This should be able to hold my weight. So I bought this off an 812 GTS. I'm assuming it's the same mirror, but we won't know until about 30 seconds from now. I'm starting to realize now the mirrors are slightly different. This has an extra wire that the old one doesn't have. Now, I don't know, in the accident, maybe the wire got damaged and that's why it's not there. Maybe this is a heated mirror, possibly. Now, the most important thing is that the mirror fits right on perfectly. We just gotta tighten this baby down, and now we got full visibility. And basically, as good as new, the passenger mirror is fully installed. Now, I'm still waiting for the passenger door airbag. I have it on order. I ordered it a long time ago. I don't really know what's going on. That is coming soon. That's really why I can't install the passenger door card. Also, the door is still damaged. Body shop is working on this car in about 3 weeks, but we at least have visibility behind us. I gotta admit, it's pretty surreal walking into a car with a basically completed interior, because for the longest time, well, it looked like that, and now it looks like this. And of course, for the first time ever, L&D Solutions coming in clutch. We actually have a safety restraint. We still have a lot of different check engine lights, but comparatively, we're getting closer to the finish line. That's how we know we're getting close, the fewer check engine lights we have. There's still obviously a ton to do, but there's something about having the interior completed that makes such a world of difference. I feel like we're actually driving an 812 Superfast now. It feels like such a different car. Ignition on, we got the power window here on the driver's side. Passenger side, obviously, that is not functioning quite yet. We have the passenger display over here. I love this feature. Performance, you got the tachometer, the speedometer. We can turn it off, and of course we can turn it on. You'll see the leather is torn right there. Unfortunately, that happened in the accident. I'm assuming the passenger, probably their knee, went straight into this. I could get that repaired someday. Not a big deal though, but there's that tiny little tear there. HVAC controls seem to be functioning as designed. Earlier on in the video, when we had to open up the rear trunk, this piece was just kind of sitting half in the car. Now we can just push that button right there, and this pops right on open. We are slowly getting there, having the interior complete. It's a different level of cool. It goes without saying, there's still obviously a ton to do. You'll notice the headliner, I haven't mounted that in place, the rear view mirror, etc., etc. We got to get some glass in here, but if I paint the car, it doesn't make sense until after we paint the car to actually install the front windshield. If we wrap the car, we could actually install the windshield basically anytime we want, whenever. What do you guys think? Do we paint the car or do we wrap the car? Looks pretty sick as is, to be honest. I honestly cannot wait to drive this car at around 8,000 or 9,000 RPMs. Thing sounds properly good. That is still centered up. We got to install the full exhaust system too. But my, oh my, 6.5 liter of V12 glory. Couple baby revs. With the interior, it's weird how the exhaust, it reverberates like a little bit different, especially with no windshield on the car. Yeah. There's something cool about the blue painter's tape that I just kind of sort of dig. Obviously that is purely to protect the headlights, but it does look cool. The urge to have a spin class right now here in the cul-de-sac is unparalleled, but the neighbors, especially the new neighbor, I don't think that he would appreciate that very much. But someday soon, spin class in the 812 Superfast. She sounds good. I tell you guys what, I haven't had a chance to actually drive this car full tilt. The lack of a windshield honestly feels pretty good. It's about 90 degrees here in Utah today. Feels very refreshing. Oh man, this is so sick. We're getting so close, boys. I know. This project has taken so long, and every other YouTuber in the world would have this project done forever ago. But I've been doing a lot of things I've never done on a car before in my entire life. I have learned so much. If we ever did something like this again, I would be much faster at it. I apologize, and I appreciate the patience. The backup camera is currently disconnected, but having that passenger mirror now, I should have done that forever ago. And as easy as that, shut her down. 812 Superfast parking brake, fully functions. The red interior is popping so hard with the raw carbon fiber. So next step is the body shop. Those rear fenders have to get molded on. The passenger door has to get repaired too. We got to get a new windshield. I really haven't properly driven this car quite yet because it hasn't had a windshield. We drove around the neighborhood. We hit second gear, maybe 17, 18 miles an hour. I want to take this car up to like 70, 80 miles an hour, make sure that everything is functioning mechanically as designed. We got to get the wheels ordered ASAP. You guys need to go vote on Vero for the exterior finish as well as the wheel style choice. But man, this car is slowly getting there, and I know it's taken a long time, but this project has elevated my ability to work on cars. I mean, a year and a half ago, if you would have told me that I pulled a motor on a V12 Ferrari, reinstalled it, got the car running, pulled apart the interior, put it back together, I would have told you guys you're crazy. So I know it's taken a long time, but we're getting better every single day. On that bombshell, today's video is over.